Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic, Goodwill Haul 6. Now I'm still debating whether to do like massive hauls or like what I usually do, just like weekly or bi-weekly. Because I was thinking, one, they'd be even longer, more boring videos if I do them all at once, like monthly or whatever. And then I figured, well, I wouldn't remember what the hell I bought that particular month. Especially if it's something I want to like wear right off. And it would just sort of get thrown into various piles, and I wouldn't be able to keep straight what, because I wouldn't want to like save it for like the end of the month or something like that. So I'm still debating. So this is just sort of up since the last haul, but this is minus a few pieces because I'd gotten some items that were specifically for cloth, and I left them to where I usually do the cutting and prep work, and there were a couple of skirts that were like tan with roses on them, and I think a dress, but I have no memory of it now. But there were a few pieces missing here. So I will just do what I got here. Now this last trip went twice in the same day. Most of the stuff I did solo because I knew I wouldn't have a hand free the next time round, because my spare grandmother had been prepping to come to me with the Goodwill for quite some time now. She's like, oh, I've got my Mother's Day money to spend, I so want to go to the Goodwill. I'm like, and it was, oh, I wish I could have, like, recorded her, because it's always like Christmas every time you bring home, or bring over your stuff you had brought in, because I go over her house every time I go to the Goodwill, because, that's how I fit it into the week, and she might not be remotely interested in, what, as far as taste is concerned, but it's like she has to see what you bought, because it was like, so that's what inspired her to want to spend her money there. And it was just so funny. She's like, it was like a little kid at Christmas. And I figured, well, I wouldn't have a hand free, and which proved to be true, because she found a bedspread, and of course she has a walker, so she can't, throw everything on that. You try walking around for an hour with a friggin' heavy bedspread and 4 or 5 shirts, and I swear it's like the pot kept growing and growing, and Laura, one of the girls that worked there, started laughing at me and took pity. It's like, just leave this stuff up here, come on. And it's like, oh, I can feel my arms again. It's like, go ahead and videotape this stuff. But this is from the first part of the haul. And the first thing I picked up, and most of this stuff, if not all, has been, at least on this trip, was 50 cents. But this was a 50-center. And for me, this is, insanely bright, Mardi Gras parade colors, but I can tolerate them on a black background, basically. And I like the material because it's nice and light and flowy. And I don't mind the elastics when it's only like halfway, because it gives you a little oomph, but it doesn't look, I don't know, it just looks like a granny pant when it goes all the way around. So you have your basic in the front, and then your stretchy in the back. And I'm probably getting fatter because I have a screwed up thyroid, and I'm still planning on probably doing not necessarily a rant, but I want to post something about the hypothyroidism and the levothyroxine and what it affects you, with the sudden weight gain and all that stuff. Because I myself wanted to research it when I was diagnosed and could find nothing. So I'm still waiting to gain a little more information to put that out there. So that's why I'm like, my clothing is starting to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is a 15-16. I was a happy 10 before, okay? But the way this looks like stuff I've had that were 10s. I have a pair of pants that I have fits comfortably now that's 8 or something like that. Who is numbering these pants? I have a dress that's a size 4. Make up your minds, people. But this says 15-16. And it fits my booty. Mostly. I'll just have to toss it in the chair here. Now this I had gotten in a previous, I don't know if I put this in a previous haul or not, but this is one I've gotten in a previous trip. This was actually regular price, which was like 4 or something like that. And I just thought it was neat because it's just a black, I don't know, do you consider these blouses? I don't know. But it snaps up the front, and I like the shape of it. It's almost like a little uniform-like, but not. Almost like a type shirt. I don't know, and it has a snap on the sleeves. And it's really comfy. It's just a cotton spandex by a company called Live a Little. If you want to find an obscure, clothing companies, go to the Goodwill, because 90% of these things are like, huh? So I have no idea what stores most of these came out of originally. But I just thought it was a really, really cute shirt. And black and silver is still my top favorite color coordination, with red a close second. Now this is another thing I've gotten. I actually picked this up partially for material, because I figured, well, if it didn't fit, it'd be good for material. But I'm like, if it fits, maybe I'll wear it. And this is a 10, which I didn't think I'd be able to fit into anymore, because that's what it used to be. And this is from J.D. Stone. And it's a similar material to the skirt. I just, it's hard to explain, really. It's a silky material without being soft. It's like a heavy silky material, which is pretty much probably 100% polyester. And you can tell this is old because you can no longer read it is 100% polyester. And I can get into this without even unzipping the back. So, and it goes all the way to the floor. And I thought this was kind of neat, that little bunching in the front. I'm not too keen on the shade of the leaves. The roses are okay, but it just sort of, I don't know. It's a little blah for me, but 50 cents I figured, and it's a comfy dress, so I'll probably end up continuing to wear it as long as I can fit into it. And again, my favorite thing in all the world, shoulder pads. Oh my god, I tried this on, right? Shoulder pads with thicker material, you can kind of get away with, maybe. This is light material, so shoulder pads are like, seriously? Didn't the 80s, stop at, 89? Didn't the whole 80s thing go out in the 80s? But, of course, I'm taking those out. And it's just a simple dress. Hoorah. And this is what I got yesterday, too, for 50 cents. And I think I have something similar. And I just thought it was neat, because the way the bright silver metallic stripes look like zippers to me. And actually, Grace thought they were, that is zippered in the front, which I thought would have been cool, because it would have matched the kind of theme of this shirt. But it just has, buttons. It's another blouse. I don't know, I thought it was neat and kind of flashy. And the sleeves are kind of annoying to me because I have a 4-inch discrepancy, as I said before, in my arms. So these quarter sleeves, which probably would be up here on most arms, are down here. So I don't know if it looks right or not. But they're the weird, not quite full sleeve shirt here. Again, well, it's a 50-50 cotton polyester by Dress Barn. I've heard of them, but I have no idea if they're anything special. But I thought it was a little, something that's, simple and casual, but has a little oomph. Oh, found my phone. Couldn't find it before. Okay. Now this is the one I got when I was actually shopping with my spirit grandma, and managed to have a finger free that I could carry it. And signature Berry Divine. And these are 14s, which are actually big for me. And I tried these on, and they fit, but they are a little loose. I just thought that the stripies was kind of cool because they're black with blue instead of gray, and so I thought they looked neat. But they just make my butt look even bigger than it is. I'm looking at them, I'm I don't know. Of course, maybe because they are 14 and they are bigger, but because I'm all butt basically, so accentuating one's bigger booty isn't probably the best thing to do. So these kind of do that, and they're 10 miles too long too. So, but I kind of picked them up too as material because I thought that'd make a nice purse. And being 14s, you get quite a bit of it, so I might keep them on hand just in case, but these probably will end up as material because I like them, but they look kind of weird on me. Weirder than my normal weird. And this I picked up pretty much to be material, because I have like buttloads of these type of dresses already. The velour, I guess they still call it velour. The polyester spandex, which, you know, it's not a velvet, but that nice soft velvety, you know, cat hair Velcro type dress. And it goes all the way to the floor, or at least it does on me anyway. And it's just simple black, and this is from Robbie B. Simple black dress. But when I tried it on, I love the way that it's like a, I don't know what type of neckline you'd call this. Kind of a princess neckline maybe, I don't know, because it goes down in the V. And it just looked pretty good on me. And again, shoulder pads, which weren't as obvious like it was in that other dress, but still, definitely take them off. So I'll actually probably keep this to wear maybe, and just sort of go through my other dresses. And it has sort of a piping in the inside and on the edge of the sleeves to kind of break up the black. So I thought that was really pretty. But like I said, this type of material sucks up every type of dust and cat hair that's, you know, within a 10-mile radius. So I kind of am hesitant to like wear these type of dresses. But they're so nice. And good in the winter too. Now, this I'd gotten a week or two ago when I had mentioned I'd gotten some pretty dang good stuff. This is the pretty dang good stuff I mentioned. I can't remember what else I got that day. Oh, my dress that you saw in the last outfit of the day, which would be part of this haul, but since I made a video of me actually in it, no point in doing so. Now, as I've said, there's a upcoming wedding, which I'll be wearing black too. I've said. No point in thinking about it. So I had gotten that skirt and that top I had done in the previous thing. Then I saw this dress. Now you've seen them in like Debs, and they're like prom dresses, I guess. I don't know. Party dresses. Which, you know, prom is a party, so I guess it's a party dress. And they're pretty damn expensive. Of course, I don't go to any parties that I would need to buy these things anyway, but what the hell. So I saw this particular dress. Now I saw a similar dress before I got married, and there are two of them. One was a white, one was a black. And it was all lace, and it was like tiered. And I figured, well, you know, if I can't fit, you know, if it's too long, I could just cut off a tier and nobody would know. And I so would have loved the black one for my wedding. But I had to go all traditional because I hate people. So I got, my wedding dress was also from the Goodwill, but it was a nice, I got lucky because I paid $8 for my wedding dress. And it was just a simple silk top, but it was lace and beaded on the bottom. Because I don't like wedding dresses that are like lampshades and you hear whoosh, whoosh, whoosh as you're walking down the aisle. This didn't quite complement my shape, but what the hell. But this is what I would have wanted for my wedding. If, you know, I had to have my way. But I get to wear this to another person's wedding to kind of make up for it, I guess. And it is this. Now the dress that the wedding dress that would have been my wedding dress if I had my way, was this all the way down. It wasn't broken up by the tulle. And it didn't have anything like this. I think it was pretty much lace all the way around. Now this is the strapless from Masquerade. Yep, Masquerade. Now this is a 16-17. And this was actually, they had just put it out that day, and Mother saw this when she went there beforehand, and she's like, that'd be a good dress for me, because it just screamed me, and then I picked it up later on. But 16-17 is humongous on me. So, where's the front here? There's the front. So, I don't think you can see here. So, I tucked it in, probably 2 inches, 4 inches? Yeah, it'd be 4 inches because it's 2 inches on each side. So I kind of tucked it in. And you can't quite tell. I mean, I figured even if you did it, like, if you do it symmetrically, it's not that big a deal. So I figured, well, it'd be no problem me actually getting into it, because some dresses you're like, So I figured easier to tuck it in than to, like, build on type of thing. That way I'd have enough room for my chest, because people don't want to design dresses or clothing for people that actually have boobs. I mean, and you get extra grande and it's like halfway up your boob. But seriously, females have chest. Learn to deal with it. And I guess it goes up in the front a little bit. I can't quite figure out where the heck the... Oh. That's why, because the zipper's on the side. I'm trying to make it even, and I'm like, this isn't right. Because the zipper goes on the side. So it kind of goes up in the front, a little down in the back. And it has this little cummerbund, kind of pleated cummerbund. And this. Now, like in my last dress, I had like a little one. Why the hell are these things so long? Really? Is it supposed to be some huge ass bow in the back? Probably. But since these things are so long, I wrap it around like I did the last one. So I wrap it around, and then maybe I'll tie it in the back. But still, I mean, it's like, what the hell? They do not need to be this long. Now, like I said, it has tiers. And then your silky, rayon-y underskirt there. And then another skirt with a crap I really can't stand. This is the stuff that you put onions in, or oranges, when you go into the grocery store. Why the hell is this on clothing? This is the stuff that I hate on the wedding dresses. These like, can you hear that? So, I don't know. I think it would have been fine just with the underskirt and the thing. But, and this was 10. I mean, some of the stuff, like if it's a fancy dress like this or some name brand thing, they'll like mark it up. But I figured a tenner for something like this. I'll have to look in Deb's if we go tonight and see how much these things cost regularly. At least 30, and probably a lot more than that. I think the dress, that one I would have worn as a wedding dress, was like 100 and something. But I can relive the moment and what I would have liked. So this is most likely what I'm going to wear to the wedding. Now I'm just trying to figure out what to find for shoes. Because I don't think I have any, like... I want something comfy, but, like, dressy at the same time. Do those things actually go together in a shoe? I don't know. I would still... what I would really, really like to do, which is just me, would be wearing this dress, all fancy-like, and wearing the boots that I had in my previous outfit of the day, because I can't get into my nanas. My nanas are getting kind of crappy anyway. Just to kind of, like, toy with people's minds, because you're all fancy, and then they look down and say, combat boots? I might do that. Just to screw with certain people. I would probably do that. So I'm still kind of contemplating that. I might even just go on little ankle boots. I don't know. Because, I mean, we're going to a ski resort. We will prowl around the mountain. Then there'll probably be, like, dancing. I don't want a friggin' pair of high heels. I want friggin' comfortable shoes. So I'm still debating, and I still kind of looking, as an excuse to, like, buy more shoes to wear with this dress. So, again, I hate these things. Well, that's it for Goodwill Haul 6. And we'll see about doing... I think I might just do it like I usually do. It's just easier for me to keep a track of. And it gives me something to post. Like, anybody watches these things, I don't know. But if you do, thank you very much. So, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.